Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today's video is very exciting because I'm engaged! So we wanted to do an announcement video and kind of like a tag video. I know a lot of you wanted to see the boyfriend tag. So today it's going to be the fiance tag and tell you guys a little bit about us and our relationship. So we're going to be answering a bunch of questions that I found online, kind of like the boyfriend, fiance, husband tag. We're just going to go through some questions, answer all the ones we think you guys would really enjoy. But first, you guys are probably want to see the bling. So this is what it looks like. I know it's going to be hard to see because I won't focus on the ring since there's two of us in here, but I will post a better picture of it on my Instagram so you all can see it. So if you wanted to know more about us, the proposal, and a little bit about our engagement, then just keep on watching. So before we answer some of the questions, he's gonna actually tell you all a little bit about the proposal and how the engagement went.
So I've been planning the engagement for about 3.5 months. I asked her parents in January, told my mom in November of last year. Then I was vigorously planning our trip up to Oregon, where I was going to propose to Deanna while we were in Eugene. That's where we went to the University of Oregon for 4 years, and we both met each other and became lovebirds. I got a photographer for the moment of me proposing to Deanna. I asked her, I was so nervous because she was questioning me a lot about
no idea
what we were doing that day.
No idea.
And then also the photographer was late, so I was sitting there waiting, and the bridge that I asked the question on, there was a bunch of runners and bikers, and I'm sitting there looking back and forth. Why are you looking at all the people? Why are you looking at all the people? And inside I'm so nervous, you know, because I'm about to ask her hand in marriage and I want the moment to be perfect because I know I wanted to just be between us, but I wanted photographers to be there and where I did it to be as secluded as possible. But that's hard because it is the main running / biking trail to Autzen, which is the football stadium at the University of Oregon. After I proposed to Deanna, we did post photos, and then we went to dinner where both my mom, my sister, and her dad and mom were there to surprise her, and she thought they were going to be there at the moment.
It was so crazy.
It's so crazy. And that, even after I was relieved about asking the question and she said yes, I was very nervous about going to dinner because she asked me, oh, where are our parents? She's like, are they at dinner? I'm like, no. So I'm trying to keep it contained inside without giving it away. And then when we got to dinner, she was surprised.
Very surprised. The whole day was a surprise.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. So that's pretty much like how everything went. I wanted him to tell the story because he was the one who planned it for so long, and I honestly like remember what he was asking me, but it was just like a blur really. I don't even remember that much of it because this all happened so fast and I was just like in the moment. Yeah, it was crazy.
Kind of sucked
so
that the photographers weren't set up there, so it kind of threw off what I was going to say. She's like, these people seem like they're taking pictures of us, and I was like, oh, are they? And obviously it's kind of like, well, alright, well, I'm just, you know, I told her that I loved her and wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. I pulled the ring out that we planned on getting about 3 months ago. So
I actually knew that the engagement was happening at some point, so we actually designed a ring together because he wanted to make sure it was something I was gonna love and want to wear obviously for the rest of my life. So I actually like helped him design it. We designed it together with a custom jeweler, which we will link down below. They are amazing. So if any of you are in the market or you want to hint to your boyfriend or a special someone, definitely look at their site and look at their Instagram. I'll leave all of their information down below. So I did help him design this, but again, I did not know when he was gonna do it, so it was a complete surprise and I'm obsessed with this.
The people that did design it, one of the main reasons that we went there is because of the high quality diamonds that they use. They walk you through the whole process. They have YouTube videos of describing the different parameters that you can have with a ring, the quality of diamonds. They also teach you about different types of metals, the different cups of diamonds. Also, do you want double halo, which is what Deanna had, the different type of settings. And it just made us feel so reassured that we were going to get very high quality ring that's going to last a lifetime.
Okay, so now we're going to go on to some of the questions. So the first one was, how and where did we meet?
Well, I touched on that a little bit in the engagement. We both met at the University of Oregon. To keep the story a little short, but we met in the laundry room. It wasn't like directly meeting, but that's
in the dorms.
It was in the dorms
when we were freshmen.
Yeah, and we've been together ever since.
Yeah, so we're going on 4 years in the end of April.
'21st.
Next question, what was your first impression of me?
I mean, that's kind of hard to say because I was super uncomfortable in the situation that we met.
So I guess you kind of have to say the story. So we were in the laundry room. My roommate was doing laundry and it was really, really hot in there. So I was wearing Uggs, yoga pants, a bra, and just a sweatshirt on top because it was so hot. I decided to take off my sweatshirt. I didn't think anyone else was gonna come down, and then he walked in to change over his laundry. So he saw me in my bra and it was like really awkward. Yeah. What was your first impression?
Well, when I first walked into the laundry room, I saw Deanna in her bra and I didn't want to make her feel uncomfortable, so I was staring at the wall with discomfort of myself. I thought she was beautiful, but I didn't really get to see a glimpse of her. I was like, oh, whoa, like logically in my head I thought she might have been like washing a stain out of her shirt because she was standing over the sink, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But no, she was just hot, chilling.
It was really, the dryers were really hot, so it was really hot in the room. So next question is, how and where was our first date?
Our first date was at a Macklemore concert.
On campus?
On campus at Matthew Knight Arena, and we both went together.
Where was our first kiss and how was it?
Our first kiss was in the rain while we were walking back to our dorms. It was downpouring and we were both holding each other, and I remember it being very romantic.
Yeah, it was really cute. Definitely like the Notebook scene when they're kissing in the rain. Like,
yeah.
Just replay that in your mind, but that was us. When did you meet my family?
Actually, funny story, I met her grandparents before I met her mom and dad.
They actually came up to visit me at school during spring term, which is when we like first were starting to date. So they took us out to dinner, and then when my parents actually met him, it was when we moved out of the dorms together.
And that's when
I first met his parents as well.
Because she had the chance to meet my parents earlier in that spring term when they came and visited me, but she was busy doing a sorority dance. So we ended up meeting both of our families when we were moving out of the dorms.
Next question is, how did you know I was the one?
How did I know you were the one?
Oh god, that's a loaded question.
That is very loaded. I'd have to say after we lived together for so long that you just kind of know that you love this person, there's no one else you want to be with. And obviously I knew she was the one because I ended up proposing to her. I think I really started thinking about this like about a year and a half ago. I really knew that like Deanna's the one person that I want to spend the rest of my life with, and I loved her a lot. I mean, obviously I wasn't like ready to propose because there's still a lot of things like logistically that we wanted to figure out. You kind of just know when you know. It's not like I knew on this date, right? Yeah. It's just I knew that I loved her.
When and why did you fall in love with me?
When I fell in love with Deanna, it was probably right at the beginning of April, 4 years ago. We were really good friends, hanging out a lot. It was spring break and we both went home, and I think that's when I really missed her. I sent her flowers on her birthday.
Yeah, it was so cute.
She was having a lot of fun with her friends, and then we started dating 3 weeks into our spring term, and I felt like I knew.
So next question, we've already kind of addressed this, but how long have we been together? So it's gonna be 4 years on April 21st. And our proposal was April 3rd.
And the reason why I proposed to her on April 3rd is because number 3 is her favorite number, and it's her lucky number, and also April has so much meaning to us. It's when we started a relationship. It was when she first told me that she loved me. It was when I first told her that I loved her. These are things that I have kept away in my mind, but it was a very meaningful day to me, and now it's a meaningful day to her as well.
Next question is, what key elements make for a successful relationship, or what works for us?
I definitely think communication is key. Everyone says that, but it's really about being able to address the issues that you have. You can't just hold resentment and grudges. Like, if you're not feeling that you're getting the love from your partner that you want, you need to help them and communicate what your own love language would be. Whether that means that you want them to tell you more, or hold your hand more, or, you know, give you some affirmation of your love for them. And I think that's one of the key things that you need to work on after you get point of like the so-called, people call in love phase, where you really need to work on making your partner feel loved. And I think that's one of the main things, is that you need to address any issues that you have and be very open and honest with the other person in a relationship.
And transparent. And also, like, if you ever have an issue, I always like to think not to go to bed angry. You know, it can be hard sometimes, but no matter how late you want to stay up or need to stay up to resolve the issue or the conflict before you go to bed, because the worst thing is waking up still being angry at something. So
I think that's one promise that we made, is that we'd never go to bed angry at each other.
Yeah.
No matter how long it would take to get through.
Next question is children, and how many do we want? We're definitely not gonna have children now because we are still very young.
We've talked about 2, potentially 3. We both want 1 boy and 1 girl. If we have 2 of the same, we potentially would have a 3rd, but it also depends on like where life takes us and if that's what we would want to do later, but that's what we potentially thought now.
Yeah. What is my favorite color?
Ooh, pink.
And glitter.
Oh, glitter. Oh, yeah. It's
Sparkles.
not a color, though. It's not
Anything
a color.
that sparkles.
That was the funniest thing. Like, when I remember when we were talking on Facebook, before we, like, had each other's numbers, I, like, asked her, I was like, oh, what's your favorite color? And she's like, glitter. I'm like, that's not a color.
It's a color to me. What is my favorite food?
Asian cuisine. Some of our favorite places to eat are actually up in Portland.
What is something I do that you wish I wouldn't?
I think the one main thing, and I tell Deanna all the time, is when I'm trying to talk to her, is that she likes to look at her phone a lot and stares at makeup. And I think that's one thing that probably bugs me the most. A lot, like her talking with her hands kind of gets under my skin, but I can be used to it. You should notice her, like, you don't see them, they're flying. They're flying.
I'm Italian, it's in my blood. Probably something for me, so he does this like duck call that's just really, really loud. Really loud.
Pretty
really
high
loud.
pitch.
Very high pitch.
Sorry.
And it just gets in my ear. You're not even that close to me, but it's just like...
I learned it from my dad.
So the next question is, what can I spend hours doing?
Makeup shopping. Literally. We go so often, and...
I just like looking around and swatching everything.
And then all of a sudden you look at the cart and you're like...
And I love looking at stuff online too.
When she's shopping online, you can look at her browser tab and she'll have 100 open.
Oh yeah, it's pretty funny.
It's pretty bad because when she has to restart her browser, she's like, no, I have so many tabs open.
Yeah, all my shopping carts. Next question is, who wears the pants in the relationship? And I would say it's probably more equal, but he does a little bit more than I do. He does a lot for me, so.
Take a little more precedence of getting us where we need to go and being on time. And I'm a little more organized. No, she's a little more scattered, so I'd have to say that personally I'm a very pro empowerment of her.
Yes.
And I love us being 50-50, but there's times where it can be more sided towards me.
Yeah. Next question is, who said I love you first?
Definitely would have been me.
Yes, he did. That wasn't very long after that though.
Maybe like a week and a half.
That's not very long. Yeah.
Yeah, what was very funny, it was like when she first said it, it was by mistake. I was like, I love you. And then she's like, I love you too. And she looked back and she's like, I take that back. She didn't really mean it.
I didn't mean it like that. Yeah. I was just surprised that that actually came out of my mouth. Yeah. It was cute though. It was funny. I
remember that moment vividly. And then I remember when she really told me, we were like down studying in the study rooms in the basement of our dorms.
Yeah.
And she's like, I love you.
Yeah, it was cute. It was cute. So that's all the questions we're gonna answer today. If there's any other questions that you want answered or that we did not answer in this video, leave them down below and one of us will answer them for you all. We are also thinking of starting our own channel for like story times and vlogs and stuff like that. So let us know down below if that's something you're interested in as well. Also, if you're interested, let me know if you want me to do like wedding planning videos on my main channel, because that's something I'm interested in, but I want to know if that's something you are interested in. So let me know down below, leave us some comments. But I hope you all enjoyed our video together and I hope you all liked hearing a little bit more about us. So if you like this video, please remember to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. We love you all so very much and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! So we're first going to talk about the
No. Don't have a pickaxe.
Oh Lord.
I'll do it with you. Alright. Does that really give you volume? Should I do it with you? Why are you looking like you're about to pray? You don't see her, she's praying.
I talk with my hands, I'm sorry.
I already know, and it's so funny to like watch a video and I just see in the mirror.
Stop! Come on, we're already 12 minutes in.
I know, but you just
So we all should just be like 1, 2, 3. Okay, ew.
What are you gonna say? I'm engaged!